So why is fighting corruption now assuming much greater importance at the EBRD? Well, corruption has always been a problem, but increasingly we're now seeing it as a real deterrent to our doing business. It's not just EBRD focus saying that, it's clients too. They're holding back from investing in our countries of operations. And that's a major problem right now because investment is even more needed, really to help stimulate the recovery, prepare for more sustained growth in the future. So we ask ourselves, what can we do much more of to fight corruption? Well, we've kept corruption in our own projects to a minimum. We've been really good at that, primarily through a process of really strict due diligence in the run-up to our investments, and then by thorough monitoring. Well, we're currently placing a strong focus on our financing for small and medium-sized enterprises. And I really believe by working much more intensively with the SME sector, we can step up the fight against corruption at grassroots level as we work with more individual companies. But that begs a really big question. How can we make it much more systematic in our fight against corruption? Well, we need to become much more systematic, really, in dealing with corruption, and because otherwise we're not going to create the investment climate that really matters. And that's what we're doing in Ukraine. Ukraine has been suffering from a really chronic economic crisis. So we're working with the Ukrainian authorities to launch an anti-corruption initiative, which brings together representatives of the Ukrainian government, business associations and the international financial institutions that are active in the country, including the EBRD, of course. At the EBRD, we're really convinced that this wider, inclusive, much more open and collaborative approach has now got to be the way forward, and not just in Ukraine, but elsewhere among emerging economies in our regions.